Join me as I dive into the Bible's secret to beating stress and anxiety and see if I can put these teachings into practice for a whole week. Stress and anxiety are things that I think we can all relate to, and unfortunately they're on the rise. It seems like everywhere we turn, someone is talking about how stressed out they are, and it's no wonder. Our lives are busier than ever, and it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle. But here's the thing, the Bible has a lot to say about overcoming stress and anxiety, and today I want to dive into some of those teachings and see how they can make a difference in our lives. I think we can all agree that stress and anxiety are no joke. They can affect every area of our lives, from our relationships to our work to our overall well-being. When we're feeling stressed and anxious, it's hard to focus, it's hard to sleep, and it's hard to just enjoy life. And the truth is, most of us have been there at some point or another. We've all had those days where we just feel like we're drowning in a sea of worry and fear. We've all had those moments where we feel like we just can't take it anymore. And yet, despite how common these feelings are, they can be really isolating. We can start to feel like we're the only ones who are struggling, like everyone else has their lives together except for us. But here's the thing, stress and anxiety aren't just modern problems. In fact, the Bible has a lot to say about them, and it offers us some really practical advice for overcoming them. For example, in Philippians, Paul writes about how we can find peace in the midst of turmoil. And in Matthew, Jesus teaches us about the importance of seeking first the kingdom of God. These teachings aren't just nice ideas, they're strategies that have been proven to work, and they're strategies that can make a real difference in our lives. One of the things that I think is really interesting about the Bible's take on stress and anxiety is that it doesn't shy away from the hard stuff. It doesn't pretend like stress and anxiety don't exist, and it doesn't offer us some kind of quick fix. Instead, it meets us where we are in the midst of our struggles, and it offers us a way out. It offers us a way to overcome, to persevere, and to find peace even in the midst of chaos. One of the most powerful stories about overcoming anxiety and stress in the Bible is the story of David. David was a king, but before that he was just a shepherd boy. And yet, even as a young man, he faced some incredibly difficult circumstances. He faced giants and lions and bears. Oh my, but here's the thing, David didn't let those circumstances get the best of him. Instead, he turned to God and he trusted in him. He wrote in Psalm 23, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." David knew that he wasn't alone, and he knew that God was bigger than any problem he faced. David's story is so powerful because it shows us that we don't have to be held back by our fears and worries. We don't have to be controlled by our anxiety and stress. Instead, we can learn to trust in God, to seek Him in the midst of our struggles, and to find peace and comfort in His presence. And that's exactly what I want to do over the next week. I want to put these teachings into practice, and I want to see if I can overcome my own stress and anxiety using the strategies found in the Bible. Let's recap the key biblical strategies we discussed today: prayer, trust in God, and the importance of community support. These teachings aren't just nice ideas, they're strategies that can make a real difference in our lives, and they're strategies that can help us overcome stress and anxiety once and for all. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the Bible's guide to stress relief. If you've struggled with stress and anxiety, I want to hear from you. Share your story in the comments below, and let's continue the conversation. And don't forget to check out my other videos on faith and mental health. I'll link them in the description box below. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.